Rocket Man, burning out his fuse up here alone. Space randos. What is up, Rando Army? Tonight we're blasting off again with our ragtag crew of the Midnight Sun. Back in action with my cockpit, we got Terry Smith, the rail conductor, captain of the ship, flanked by Big Tony Gray, our freight handler, gunner. We've got Jim Crane, our hazmat comms officer, and last but not least, Gene Dole, our chronically depressed electrical engineering man. And let's make a roll for Gene's chronic depression right now. Self-control number of 12, and he rolls a 13. So he starts off the game depressed. He just goes back to his quarters. Doesn't talk to anybody. And I think we're going to blast off from Homeworld at A9 here. And I don't know, do we want to go back to that space station? Maybe we should visit the asteroid field. I don't know. I think we're gonna head back to that space station. We got our new frag tac vests, nano weave tac vests, and some heavy pistols. So we're ready. Here we go. So we gotta travel, same as last time, I guess I can just use. We'll take the, so day 1, we blast off for, what was it, A7, that was the wreckage field. Blast off for A7, and takes 7 days to get there. Assuming a star system navigation roll, yes, we've got a 12 on a space navigation of 16 on our captain. Okay, and as we enter orbit, or enter the debris field, that is, we roll for random encounter, nothing, and we will roll piloting to see if we bring it in to that docking hangar, that docking bay again. Failure. This causes some damage to the hull. We've got a 14. He has a piloting ship of 11. Oh no. Failure by 4. We'll roll 46 damage against the hull on a section of the hull. One of the 3 sections. We've got 5, so that would be the aft. That is the section of the hull that actually has armor, so we're probably going to be okay. 46 damage. Oh my goodness. That is 16, 19 damage. Off to a rough start, so we scrape the tail end of the ship in to the ruined, broken down, out of commission space station. Has a DR of 15, so we do only take 4 damage, so that's not so bad, I guess. Down to 46 hit points. 46, and perfect. 5, anything 5 damage or over would have disabled a system in the rear hull. And we did 4 damage, so luckily we didn't damage anything important. Just scraped off a whole bunch of armor and paint. Lovely. Boy. Okay, this time we're in the hangar. We will spacewalk our way, float across the hangar bay to the door here with our new space vac suits, carrying our pistols. Everybody will take 4 magazines, I think, and we will take our tac vests. And let's check to see if we've got an encounter right away. Nothing. Okay. So we go and we get into room A1. We gotta check, because they're gonna be waiting for us. 5, nothing. We're going to room A2. And we have an encounter. Okay. The same as before. Captain Terry is staying with the ship. May be able to offer assistance over the comms. I don't know. And we come into room A2, and it looks like we encounter 1D3, zombies. Okay, so we've got some like Necrons, space zombie type creatures, mindless, unliving space creatures. Of course, these somewhat slow, but the thing shambles towards them. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're frightened. We draw our pistols. We would have had our pistols out already, and we changed into our attack vests. Actually, we'll say we haven't yet. I didn't say I did, so that's going to require a turn. Anyways, so I'll have to roll another encounter check. And we take aim and fire at this thing. This thing will not attempt to dodge. It is undead, no vitals or anything like that. We're gonna, I think the first one, Gene Dole up front there. Oh, we gotta check for his depression. 9, 12. Okay, so he makes it. I was gonna say he doesn't even want to come on this mission. He's too chronically depressed, but they cajole him into doing it. So he's actually our best fighter. So he pulls up his blaster. I guess it's a pistol. It is heavy pistol. Let's loose 3 shots. Rat-tat-tat-tat-tat. And it's a, looks like 14. He needed a 12. So he spends 3 shots into the back wall. More terrible shots. This thing is gonna get up in her face, isn't it? Jim Crane has a 6. He's gonna try and shoot once. And misses with a 10. And Big Tony in the back, he's our gunner. He's got a 12, he's not bad. He's shooting through these guys. I don't think that's a big issue. He just put his arm right up between their heads. It deafen them. But, he's got a 12. Yeah, he's not gonna aim. He's just gonna shoot 3 shots. Blam, blam, blam. 13. We do have a -1 on ranged here. Everybody just shoots into the room and fails to hit the thing. It's probably bobbing and weaving as it comes at them. Let's roll initiative. Us, it, 5 for us. For all zombies always do initiative. We're gonna back up. Everybody backs up 1 step out of the hallway, and I think they're gonna take aim. We need it. And this one comes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and attacks. Attacks. Who is this? This is Jim. The thing attacks Jim. Swings its lazy meat arms, razor claws, and that will be a 12. That will be a hit. He'll try to dodge. He needs a 7. He fails miserably and takes D8 damage from the thing. 7 damage. And he's got his attack fist up. Not yet. He's got his... Oh no. Takes 7 damage. He's still in his vac suit because I'm a doofus and didn't say that they were changing out. His vac suit has DR of 6. Jim takes 1 damage. 1 damage hits through. And there's a puncture in that suit. Good golly. So while we're at point blank now, everybody just opens up on this thing now. We've got a, what is the weapons? AC. 2. Yeah, okay, Jim fires back 3 shots. He's got the, he's got a heavy pistol as well. He'll take 3 shots. He needs a 6 to hit. But he's got the aim plus 2 plus 3 plus 2. Yeah, so he needs an 8 or less. He rolls a 9. He misses with all 3 shots. Gene, 3 shots. He's got a 14 right now to hit that aim round. 8, yes, he hits. He needed a 14. He rolls a 10. So his he lands with. I didn't write down the recoil on these suckers. Let's take a look. Heavy pistol recoil of 3. So he lands with 2 shots. Right, 10. We needed a 14. Yeah. So that's good for 2 shots. Land on this thing. So yeah, that's right. 46. Oh, that's 14. 18 damage. It is plus 46. Piercing plus. Okay. So blam blam. 18 damage plus half again. So another 9 damage. And yeah, he finishes the thing. Just blows it to ground beef. Jeez. Well, that was unnecessarily risky, wasn't it? Okay, so our ammo so far is, keep track of this ammo. We're gonna go through it at this rate pretty quick, aren't we? So, 6 used by Gene, 6 used here, and I think Tony just took the 1 shot. Okay, they've got magazines of 20 rounds. So they're okay for now. Okay, we're gonna take a turn and put on our tack vests. Check for wandering monster. Nothing. This place is infested with all kinds of garbage. Okay, so we go through A2. I'll just open this up here. A2. And we come up. Here's where we left off in the galley. And we know the hallway continued down and went to a T, so there's 2 rooms up there that the crew doesn't know about, but they do know there's a T. So I think they were in the galley last time. They'll probably, let's go back to the galley. Okay, so they come up the hallway, and they open the door again. Oh, sorry. We'll roll for random encounter, and there is another one in here again. Is it those snakes still here? It's been a few days. Let's roll. Random encounter chart. More space goblins. 26 of them. 6. Oh crap. Okay, so we come back into room A4. Okay, 6 goblins, and these ones all have, let's see if they are broke down, just scavengers, or if they have any real equipment. We have to, actually, yes, we do have to assume that they are fighters. 50% chance they have. Yeah, okay. These ones have. Looks like these ones have firearms of some sort. They have older tech. Just looking at the typical weapons by tech level here in Ultra Tech book, and a personal sidearm, 10mm auto pistol, stuff like that. So that's the same pistol we're using, heavy pistol. 3d6 damage. And the typical armor by tech level would be a civilian or police, so it's a reflex jacket or something like that. A reflex vest or jacket. Okay, so they will have similar to us, slightly worse. Yeah, they've got a DR of 18/7. Ours is 24/10. Okay. Our 18/7, and they attack with 11s, and they do damage 3d6, piercing plus. And these suckers do have a good dodge. 9, and they are small. Oh, they can't handle the heavy pistols. They got the 2d6. They got the medium pistols. 2d6. Alright. This isn't gonna go good for us, having 6 of them. I suppose they're all in there, trying to, who knows, forage for food or something. I'm not sure. We didn't look actually last time. Firefight's gonna break out though, and this is not gonna be good. So we'll roll perception to see who notices the other. It's Gene who comes around the corner first. Perception of 8. He rolls a 12. But he fails by 4, and them perception. Oh, they notice us, so they are ready. We come around the corner, and they get 1 round of shooting at us, and we can do nothing but duck and dodge. Okay, where's my d6 for the back? Yeah. Well, they whip out guns, that's for sure. I probably wouldn't have had them ready. A couple of them will try a quick shot, fast draw. An 8, that one will. And this one will fail. So this one will whip up his gun and take a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Range of 5. Give him -1. Okay, he's got a guns of 11. He just rolled a 9. -1, so he hits. He shoots Gene right in the chest. Gene will attempt to dodge and retreat. Oh, he can't. These guys are blocking his way. Yeah, actually, he'll... yeah, they're in his way. He'll just try to dodge. He rolls a 13 and fails. He takes 3d6 to the chest. That is not going to do it. I guess it's impossible for him to get through his 24 DR. With that, okay, they're going to start getting smart pretty quick. 15 damage. So Gene takes that, and they all stumble back. Well, I guess they're still out in the open. And these guys will move. Take a step. They try to draw their weapons. These guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I should roll a quick morale to see how interested they are in engaging. They have a morale of 7, and I rolled an 8, so they are not actually going to chase. They're going to take up defensive positions too. They'll fall back 1, basically in defense. They'll go through the door. We'll say that they've they've fixed the live wires that were here at one time. Last time we visited, a couple of them will get through the door, I guess. So they're falling back best they can. This one gets 1 step, and it's initiative time. Them and us. We go first this time. Okay, we wouldn't have been totally surprised or anything like that. We were expecting trouble. So we all just duck around the corner. This would be a good time to have grenades. I should have thought of that. But I guess we don't want to be tossing too many grenades in a space station. It could be causing some serious hull damage. Okay. At this point, it's going to be a bit of a stalemate because I don't think anybody wants to start coming out of cover. And they will move and get up in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let this one come in next turn. Oh man. What do we do? Okay. So they stand there and aim for these 2 hexes. That's what they're going to do. And they're going to have that covered. And he's going to try a pop-out attack. Pop-up attack. and just 'cause we've lost line of sight of them. I love the friggin' GURPS gun rules. Okay, yeah, this guy is watching. This guy will be watching hex, 2 hexes, so it's a -2 to each of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 distance. That's an additional -5, so we've got -7. And they are aiming, so they'll take, they can't aim this turn, we'll say. So -7 is what both parties are facing on the range. Okay, so it is, I guess it's initiative actually. We go first. We're gonna try a pop-up attack. That's a -2 to hit, no aim possible. So it's a -7 for him as well. So he'll pop out. He's got a pistol of 12. Yeah, he'll just pop around and take a pot shot. I don't think he's gonna all-out attack or anything like that. He pops out and takes a -7, so he needs a 5 or less to get a shot in. No. Gunshot rings down the hallway, and he misses and steps back. They will open up on him. -7. 3 shots. No. Oh, that's a miss. And the other one, 3 shots, and that is a 12, so that is a miss as well. So everybody just dumping lead back and forth down through this room. They're all about 30 feet away. Whatever it was, 10 meters, 11 yards, meters. Okay, so here's the deal. Yeah, high-tech weapons, deadly and all, but hard to get a hit in, and lots of, oh yeah, and you can step around on their turn. A lot of stalemate action is what happens here. Now that we're here, guns are fired, we will have certainly alerted anybody else. Crap, and we've got to get back to the ship. Got to get back to the ship, and we have to change into our vac suits to do it. This is the worst. Okay, so they're going to radio back to Captain Terry and see if he can't get his ship in there, turned around, and maybe get one of those. I wonder if he could get the space tube, the umbilical tube, or whatever it is, the connection for boarding. You'd have to do that from probably the side or something to get the ship turned around sideways in the hangar to do that. But do we want to do that? Gunfight. This chases these guys out of there. We may find them boarding as well before we can get our guys on board, and we'll be attracted. Oh no. Okay, I have another idea. Maybe we can get some fire support. We know that we have come in A1 hangar bay. Would be right off here. Oh, sorry, here. Come up in. We know that we're along the outside perimeter. Oh no, we're in here. Okay, if we can run back, we could get some fire support in here. We'll get Captain and the Midnight Sun out. If he can undock and we can hold them off long enough, he can come in and start just destroying this place. Do we gain anything from that though? We've got to get into our suits. Okay. These guys have guns, so these are worth something. We can recover them though if we destroy this. Okay. Let's do this. What's the point in playing with high-tech goodies if you can't destroy some stuff? We're gonna fall back this turn. They will probably wait for a couple rounds before they give chase. We will fall back to the entrance of A2, room A2. So let's set that up. Okay, so we're falling back to the door at A2. We get around the corners and wait for them. We'll see how many turns before they kind of slowly make their way after us. 7 turns, and let's just do a morale check to see if they do. Actually, they just rolled a 12, double sixes on a morale check. They do not. They buzz off and get somebody else. So let's roll for another encounter. So we're rolling on the encounter table, one level up as they go and basically get some security. And we've got, so I roll on the old chart, the old table, and it's a knoll. So these things are just bigger, nastier space reavers. And there are 1d4 of them. Oh buddy, okay. And they will come in 7 rounds. Just one of them. Well, that's lucky for us. Okay. So he's this nasty guy with the helmet. He's gonna show up. Now, we have radioed, 7 turns have passed, we have radioed back to Captain. He's gonna try and disembark and come in. And so this would be, it looks like the exterior wall of the space station. He has to do some piloting checks to get out and see how much he fails by. That's how long it would take him. He's got piloting of 11. He just rolls a 13, so it takes him. Yeah, that'll be a few turns. He fails by 3. He fails by 2, so that'd be more than 2 seconds. I think that'd be 2 minutes. So he gets out. I'm doing another 2 dice worth of damage. Failed. 4 damage. 6 damage actually. To which part of the hull? The front. 6 damage to the front. Trying to get out quickly. Oh gosh. We're not skilled enough for these kind of maneuvers. 6 damage to the fore, the ship. 6 damage is no armor there. Golly, and that is enough to disable a system. System 2, the cargo hold, gets disabled. Another 2 damage. That's hilarious. I mean, not 2 damage, another 6 damage, so we've taken 10 damage total. And the cargo hold, so like the cargo doors, are disabled. As he bashes it off the side of the bulkheads, leaving the space station. But he will get that sucker out. Since he took the damage, we'll let him speed it up, so it'll be, we'll say, a minute, so 60 turns of combat. We're gonna have to hang in there. There will be lots of waiting and pot shots at each other. Let's just roll a contested guns, a contest of guns to see who, if anybody, gains any ground during that 1 minute of passing. Okay, we've got 6 on our side, and he rolls an 8. Wow, both. Okay, so we gain. We beat him by 2. Oh, I better stat him out and actually see what his guns are. This guy's carrying a heavy pistol. He's got the 46 pistol. He's got a slightly better tactical vest on. It's 20/10. This guy means business. And he attacks with a 13, so he's actually better than everybody on my crew. Okay, so he rolled an 8. He makes it by 5, and I rolled a 6, so I make it by 6. So we are able to stand our ground unless he wants to do anything totally crazy. Let's check his morale. If he aces a morale check, he's gonna like charge us. 8 is actually Just barely makes his morale. He's got a morale score of 8, so yeah. He steps around the corner a couple times, taking shots at us. And we all just generally, I guess, waste some more ammo. So that'd be let's say a shot every second. So 60 shots. So we all, 20, yeah, we all use a clip up. Okay. Everybody dumps a magazine by just slowly shooting, just keeping a steady firing lane going down here until, okay, so then we've got midnight sun comes around and it's out here somewhere. Okay, so this is spaceship combat, and Terry, he's doing the piloting and trying to do the gunning from his cockpit, and that is a multitasking penalty of -2. And he doesn't have the gunnery skill to begin with, so this isn't gonna be super great, but those weapons are pretty brutal. So let's see what we've got for a DR on a space station. Space station would be one of the biggest sizes here. Yeah. We can't even really cut through it. Our ship is not armed well enough to cut through the hull, especially with that laser. So we're gonna aim for some weak spots and see if we can disable this room. So -10, he can aim and aim and aim for a while. Build that up a little bit. Oh yes, okay, so weapons in ordinary combat, we can say a space AC of 18. Plus 18. It takes time to aim. Actually, let's go with that. Because we'll say we're pretty well at point blank. We've maneuvered into place. And what we want to do is disable this room. We just got to get some. So we have a -10 to hit a specific compartment or system on a ship or space station in this case. And it's got the +18. So we end up with a +8. He doesn't have gunnery skill. We're multitasking, so it's down to +6. So gunner skill is Dex easy. So it's Dex -4. So that's down to 8. He's got a +6. +6. Okay, so he will shoot with a 14. 14 or less. Okay, so we're taking shots. We're behind. And we were going to also actually taking turns shooting. We're getting into our space suits is what we're doing. Oh crap, what was that roll? I picked it up, not even paying attention. So we're in our space suits. Oh boy. We would have had a minute. That might have been enough, yeah, probably. So he shoots from the ship and, oh, that was a 6, sorry, and gets a 13, a 12, sorry. Gets a 12 on his 14, so he does just bolt right into here with that, what is it? It's a 100 megajoule laser UV beam major battery. 2 dice times 5 deca damage. So let's see what kind of damage comes in here. 5. And that would be, he was able to target a weak spot, so he could hit a vent or something like that. Let's see. It says use half the DR. This thing does have an armor divisor of 2 as well. So that's a quarter of the DR. On a space station. I'm not sure a space station would have much armor actually at all. It would be large, so size 15, yeah. No, this one doesn't have any functioning armor, we'll say. But how much damage to something that size? yeah, this thing has like, 500 HP or more, maybe upwards of 700 if it's a SM14. What is that? That's a, oh yeah, no, it'd be more like 1,000 total. Okay, so we do 5 damage. So yeah, it's peanuts to the overall integrity of the thing. But we will get some explosive 50 damage coming through here. So say it comes in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's not really gonna do any appreciable damage to anybody. All we've managed to do is undock our getaway. This is not good. This is a failed experiment. Okay, we are going to... Dang it. So we tried to get into our spacesuits. We've got the midnight sun outside shooting holes in the thing. Oh, yeah, okay. We can shoot a hole in there. That's what we can do. So he would have penetrated the side probably with that. Yeah, it would take him a few shots. Just trying to beam through. Oh man, to get through that hull, shooting at the same, doing precision shots. This wasn't a great idea on my part, now was it? Newbie mistake on a space crawl. Okay, let's see now. We're under pretty drastic fire, heavy artillery fire anyways. Let's check the morale on this knoll. He's still in it to win it. He's not running. The goblins probably join up behind him. Yeah, we'll take another shot from the spaceship cannon, and that's 11. Oh, sorry, and the damage is times 5. That's 5, yeah. Oh, 5 to 25 last time. 25, and then another 11. So that's 55. And that's deca damage, so that's 550 comes bolting through. Okay, now that is significant. Let's check out the blast for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's say he's 10. Let's say he's 10 away. 10 hexes. 550 damage. Okay, I think that is enough to ruin just a small section of the hole, maybe a foot or two in size, enough for us to maybe squeeze out. But that would put this room into explosive decompression territory. So doors start locking down. Let's check morale. I mean, he's got to ace it to stay. No, yeah, he just barely makes it. So there's no way he's going in there after these guys. These guys wearing their suits run in as the doors come down. This is brutal. There's no way we can fight off that many bad guys. And we run for the hole. We radio out to Captain Terry and tell him to stop shooting. And we squeeze out the hole. Let's make dexterity checks. See how many turns it takes. First guy, dexterity of 12, he makes it in 1 second, squeezes through no problem. Jim, so there goes Gene Dole, our depressed friend. Jim gets hung up with a near crit failure. Gets hung up. He fails by, that was a 16. He has a dex, so it takes him 10 seconds to get through. All the while taking damage from his taking damage from his punctured suit. Now let's just say it's 1 damage a turn. It takes him 10 seconds. He's got 11 hit points. He failed by 10 seconds, so he gets out with 1 hit point left. And then we'll take another hit point next turn. He's just slowly well, let's say it's a hit point every other turn, so it's one every second. It's a little harsh, perhaps, for a small bullet hole wound. So he's down to 5. No, sorry, down to 6 hit points. He's just slowly getting frozen. He's losing temperature badly. Let me check here. Ooh, he's holding his breath. Yeah, okay. I'm not sure if you get much damage here. Yeah, okay, so we'll go with this here. Instant pressure reduction. You need to make a health check. Or he can lose consciousness. So, let's see. And he is having to hold his breath because he's lost his oxygen almost instantly. It's just pissed out of that hole rapidly. Probably trying to hold it with his hand or something. Well, always trying to shimmy through a wreckage hole. Okay, health check. See how he deals with the pressure. I'll give him a plus 3 because he is able to cover it, kind of. So he with plus 3 he makes it. Makes it by 2. So that'll buy him a couple rounds. So we won't inflict the damage on him. We'll just go by the rules there. So he's at 11. The rules on pressure, and he is going to have to hold his breath here as well. And that costs a fatigue per second. He's got 12 fatigue. Oh man. So he's holding his, yeah, he can't hold the hole and get through. So he's holding his breath for 10 seconds to get through. He didn't lose consciousness. We'll say because he was kind of half-ass holding the hole a bit, maybe. Everything's working against this guy. He's down to 2 fatigue, and he gets out the hole. Okay, now we'll see if... Oh no, this is Big Tony. Oh, he's gonna have to take a -2 because he's Big Tony. Dexterity of 10 now to try and get out. Oh my goodness, this guy is just amazing. An 8, he rolls an 8, which is easy. He needs, so he gets out in a matter of a second, and they are out floating in space. So this is where Captain Terry has to get the robotic arm. Oh man. So he is piloting. He'll just try to keep a steady course, I guess. So he rolls a spacer. That is what we need to work machinery for a ship, like airlocks and such things. Okay, he's got a 16 in spacer, so he's pretty good at that, with a -2 for multitasking while he's trying to pilot. He rolls a 10 under 16. He needed a 14, so so these guys radio that, of course, Jim is in trouble. So he goes for Jim first. Tries to grab him. The other guys are in their spacesuits, so they're okay. They're in their vac suits. They can live out here for 24 hours worth of oxygen, unless they get shot. He made that with an 8. It takes him. By 2, eh? I'd say that's like a minute or 2. Well, okay. Okay, 2 seconds pass, and Jim, holding his breath, he runs out of air and has to start making will checks to stay, keep holding his breath. Let's see, he's got a will of 12. Okay, so he makes it. How many seconds though? Oh, dang it. Okay, so he cannot hold his breath. There's no way. Every second. Me rolling that, it will buy him a minute. It says here, I will die regardless of hit points or fatigue after 4 minutes. He is able to get him in 2 minutes. Gee. Let's make another health check to stay alive. He's unconscious. Well, see if he can stay. Yeah, well, he loses consciousness. And he's reeled in. Okay. we'll make another we'll rush to his side, leaving the other guys floating out in space, and attempt to revive him. First aid, I believe that is IQ easy. It's an IQ 18. So if you can revive him with anything here, he rolls a 12. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay, so a health check to see if this is gonna be it. With that first aid roll, it was good enough to revive him, get his helmet off, get some air into him, CPR, whatever. If Jim hasn't given up the ghost by then already. He's got a health of 11. Just let it go. Some straight up roll. 3d6, 11 or under. He's alive but dying and brought back. To Terry's sweet first aid. Here we go. Is this the end of Jim? We roll we roll a 12. A 12. We needed an 11. Jim cannot be resuscitated. It was too close. He lost too much oxygen, took too much maybe brain damage from the loss of oxygen and the loss of pressure. And he is done. Dun, 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 dun. Jim dies in space. Dang it. Okay, we've lost our first crew member. So this takes a few minutes, and let's say it takes like 10 minutes. The other guys are fine with their life support, but we gotta roll encounter. This is getting real juicy. Random encounter. I rolled a 1. Random encounter hits out in space. So this is either a native space creature that flies over, or another ship. Let us see. Right here we got a D8 on this little table. We've got some nasty monster comes about. Okay, that might explain why there's so many Weaver type things here. There's been some sort of crazy biological, chemical mutation event here. Okay, let's roll up the ship-sized creature that lurks out of the darkness, out of the shadows of the debris field, and approaches. We will set up the map here, and this is going to be a ship combat with 2 of our crew members out in space. Okay, here's the side of our space station. We've got our ship. We'll say we're kind of, right up in here. Actually, we'll get us right up in here, down here. And the thing starts coming, shows up. So we've got our poor schmoes spacewalking. It's Tony. Oh, goodbye Jim. It's nice knowing you. Yeah, so we've got Tony and Gene outside the ship in a precarious predicament as this massive space monster approaches. Now we'll generate this guy. I've got some tables here. I'll just grab some dice. So we roll 3 of everything. And it's just like generating a ship, but these are more organic versions. So there we go. And we'll check the size of this thing. It is a looks like 15 is rolled. Oh, SM +9. Oh boy. Okay. SM +9. That's bigger than us. We're a size 7. Our ship is, I believe, yeah, size 7. Oh, Nelly. Okay, this thing's big. Just for comparison, our longest dimension would be 90 feet. I think we've got our ship at 85 feet long, 40 feet, half that wide. This thing has a maximum dimension of 200 feet. So this thing is twice our size, and it just comes cruising up slowly. Okay, so it is size level +9. Okay, Captain Terry may notice a ping on the sensors. We will make a comm sensor test for him. He's got a 13. He's multitasking, and multitasking is piloting using the robotic arm, so it's -4. 13, so needs a 9 to detect the thing. 9, and he rolls a 5. He notices a ping as it approaches on his sensor array, and he radios to the guys. Guys, we got some company. As the thing approaches. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, back. I do not know yet his ability, his thrust ability, his amount of thrust. So let's just check out what we rolled here. Oh man, okay, this thing comes touring up slowly. It's got 1 G of thrust, so it will move. All things being equal, just it has a move of 1. I'm going to move 1 hex per turn because I have the same thrust. Although I'm sitting still. Crud. So the thing moves up 1, and we notice it. The thing is so 200 feet in length. It's got 2 giant arms. Picture the giant crab-like monster. It moves at 1 G thrust, which matches our ship. It's got 4 ranged methods of damage, 4 ranged attacks, 2d6 times 5, 6 dice, that's the least, 4d6 times 5, and 2d6 times 5. Now, 3 of those can be brought to bear at the front. It has armor on its midsection and its aft section. It has 2 arms in the front, and it does have star jump, star drive capability. This thing can jump. It's got 2, a jump rating of 2, so this thing can jump farther and deeper into space than I can. Man, this thing is big and scary. Oh, jeez, and we gotta load these guys. I don't know what we're gonna do. I think we gotta try and load these guys, get them in, while taking some barrages from this thing. Maybe we can... Oh, man. Oh, man. And that is a good place to call it for the night. Roll on. Space Randos. Pew, pew, pew.